You're right, guys. So it's Calplex here, and welcome back to another video. Mic's moved out, so it's now actually closer to my mouth. Sorry that last week's video was actually a little bit quiet in the Q&A. So Boom Arm has now arrived again, so now I can speak a little bit more clearly. I'm just gonna say it now. A lot of things are broken since, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. Like one thing after another just broke on me this time. So I actually did a live stream the other day. Actually, it was oh, how the countdown still goes. I don't think there's one video which EA hasn't stayed fully contact. But yeah, I was live streaming the other day, and just in the middle of the live stream, I'll put like a little clip in here.
I hope I can play Skate 3 or history on the... Yeah, I'm hoping I'll try and do like a PS3 live stream soon. I was watching that old video with you and Night Speeds and in the stream. Yo, Steer Beast, thank you very much for following. No! No! My RB broke! My RB just broke! No! I was wondering why it wasn't working. No! I'm gonna have to order a new controller. Oh, for God's sake, man.
So as you guys know, this is my Xbox controller. It's just a black standard controller. Nothing special really. Yeah, it does everything which you're meant to do. Everything was working correctly on it until I'm just gonna let you listen to this. So this is the controller. Here is LB. Solid, sounds nice. Now here is RB. Just look how loose that is. If I do that, look how loose that is. That one is secure. So the controller just decided just to fully give up literally 20 minutes into the stream, which was so annoying. Because if it was like an hour and a half, I'll be like, okay, probably call it quits and focus on getting another controller and probably end the stream there. I've had a decent somewhat stream. But it was literally 20 minutes into the stream and my RB just completely broke. I was rummaging around. I was literally going through all my old boxes and I found this one. So I found this controller, my other Xbox One controller, which is fine. Everything is working on this controller, but again, the RB is weird. Look how loose that is. But if you click it up here, it still works. I was using this controller and having to press right up here for it to click. LB, perfectly fine. I don't know, it wasn't like I was pressing it hard. It wasn't like I was doing anything wrong. It just gave up the ghost, really. I thought if that RB gave up the go, I could always use my 360 controller on my Xbox One with this Cronus Max. I thought I could just use that as the last resort. I could still play. I won't be as good because I'm not as used to as the 360 controller as I thought. But I can still do some stuff. Like if I was to trick line, I could do that. If I was to do anything else, it still would feel like a better controller. This Xbox 360 controller has lasted, I don't know how many years, like 7 years now? Maybe 6, I don't know. Everything still works fine. Maybe the A button gets slightly stuck in here and there, but that's like a rarity, very rare. So I finished the stream, I got it all done, I was finishing the stream. And then as I was just getting ready for bed actually, just like chilling and everything. My boom arm also decides to give up the go. The boom arm is like the arm which is holding the microphone, this thing right here. Well, it wasn't really actually necessarily my arm. It was the stand it goes into, because right now it clamps onto the desk. So it has like a stand thing which clamps onto the desk clamp, and then there's like on top of this clamp there's like a little top part where there's like a hole, and the boom arm actually just slots into it. And that just completely got destroyed. I put like a picture on Twitter what it looks like. I'll show you here. And it just completely ripped off. It just ripped off and hit me in the nuts. In the nuts. It was literally, I think it was my old mic as well, not this new mic. It was the old mic, so it was like literally just here. So it just fell straight on my nuts. Literally, I just bought my new controller, and the same night my controller breaks, my boom arm breaks. So I just bought my new controller. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna look for, whilst now I'm just on the website, I'm gonna just look for this like boom arm stand clamp thing. Look for a new one, see if they sell that. They sell it as one package, but not the actual stand itself, which is annoying. So I had to order a whole new boom arm again, which is so annoying because I was not planning at all to buy a brand new one, and I just thought they're not cheap as well. This one was like 50 quid. 50 quid! Like, the other one I had, like, I used an old one for, like, the meantime. It was fine, like, the one which I used last week's video, but it just wasn't long enough. Like, I can put this if I want to. I can have the mic all the way over here. literally in front of my mouth. So if I was talking like this, you can just hear me directly talking to the microphone. Probably not the best for audio quality, but it's here. So it also was giving me like delivery dates for my controller. Like, oh, it will get it to you by 1st of August. I'm like, no, I just want a controller. I was preparing to pay like £5 more or something just so I can get the controller sooner because I wanted to play Skate 3 and I'm addicted to it. So I thought, you know what, I can't buy the controller anywhere else because it would just take as long, if not longer. Luckily, Amazon did have one in stock of the black, like the regular black controller. So I ordered that and it was actually going to come by Thursday. I thought, you know what, I can survive a couple of days without playing Skate 3 or anything. I'll just play some like PC games, something like Guitar Hero. Some good news out of the situation is the controller actually arrived early. It arrived on Monday, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Just what I needed. I can survive without the boom arm, I can survive without everything, but the controller I kind of need to play Skate 3. So it arrived. Perfect. Everything was fine. Plugged it in, all good to go. Till a day later. As you probably saw from last week's video, my controller disconnected whilst I was still playing with Skate 3, but there's also... Hello? It is. It's plugged in. Okay. Xbox, it's plugged in. I'm playing right now. What are you saying? I was like, oh my god, you're telling me my cable's gone now? Not to worry. They aren't relatively expensive. They're a couple of quid. Buy a brand new cable. It's fine. And then I thought to myself, hang on a minute. Why would this just give up the go when it was working fine, like on my other controller? This controller. Because it's the same micro USB port. So I plugged in the old controller again just to confirm if the cable was broken. And it wasn't. The new controller has a fault in it where if you move the controller in any way, I'm not sure if it's a certain way or if what's going on, but like it will just disconnect and keep disconnecting. And it got worse as time progressed, and it's only been a week since I had this controller. I was like, you serious? So for the meantime, it worked with batteries. So I was like, okay, you know what? Just so I can play with it, and I'm not a huge fan of batteries, I thought I'll just use the batteries for the meantime and then order a new controller and see if that works or if that does anything from a different site as well. So I ordered it from a completely different site. So I was using the controller just for the meantime. I've now sent it back because this one has arrived. They only had red. So I got a red controller, or it's kind of like a burgundy red, really. This is more burgundy color-ish. I've got a red controller now, so I've got both the red and the blue controller. This one, the semi-broken RB. This one all looks fine, the same cable. If I do this, it's not disconnecting. It's all good. What was really annoying on both those situations was that it happened both on stream, so the disconnecting controller part was not like the biggest deal breaker in the world. I could just use batteries or just try and hold my cable in a certain position. And the icing on the cake from last week was that I recorded this video to get advanced, like to try and get ahead. So I recorded this video last week because I'm actually painting my room at the moment because it's finally been plastered. The file corrupted. Even much so was that I was actually learning my infinite pops. I was actually getting them down on my very first controller before it broke. I'm slowly getting them back, as you can see there. But I was trying to learn them on the other controller before it started disconnecting, like trying to relearn them again. And now I'm having to relearn again, which is okay because I'm actually getting them a little bit down. It's just when it's actually in an online game, I'm doing kickflips a lot. So I think I'm actually going to try and perform some like DIY on these two controllers and see if I can swap out one of the switches at all or something like that. Because I've got two controllers now, which one has got a semi-working RB and one hasn't. What my aim is to do is with both of these controllers is I'm going to try and see if I can take... Because this RB, I'm not too sure because it kind of springs back up. The spring's still there. But the button sounds like, yes, there's like an actual switch like right in here, where there's a little bit of plastic clicks onto. So I may see if I can take the spring out of this one and then put it in this one, because this spring looks like it's not completely there. It looks like it's just resting on the button. So I'll see if I can put the spring in this one, and then I've got another working controller, like take the replacement parts out of this, or vice versa. To be honest, it's just whatever's easiest. Like if one like involves soldering on a new switch. But if one's just a simple spring switch, then yeah, I'll do it. So yeah, it's been a lot of ordering back and forth. And I think I'm going to have to order a new chair as well, because this one is just, I'm pretty much just sat on a bit of plank wood, to be honest. It's just awful. Anyway, now we're matching headsets. Oh, I just realised I'm matching headset with shirt with controller, because this has got a little bit burgundy on it. There you go, burgundy red, kinda. Yeah, okay. I'm matching today. I didn't realise, that's cool. But all in all, I just hope that this video doesn't crash or do anything. Alright? No breaking on me. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and week. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always... Game crashed. Good. That's good.